Not sure if this is on right now. I think it is. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see. Yeah, it is actually. So hi, welcome to the energy, the last day. Well, today is a day early. Today is the last day of the June's energy, and we're going to be moving into July 2022's energy. So welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, this is where I dive in and I connect with my guides and I ask my guides, for some advice and guidance for the collective to maneuver and navigate the energy of the upcoming month and to give us some insight to help us have more ease and grace and more clarity and understanding and even guidance to help us maneuver through the energy of the upcoming month. So, when I was kind of checking in just before going live here, I was just kind of like asking my guides, what is it that I'm going to be talking about? They told me that the overall energy for this month is going to be a continuation of diving into our authenticity. I know a lot of us have been kind of going through that a lot already for months, and it feels like yet again, and it's not really easing up. We're into Cancer season right now, so we're really going to be feeling this, and I'm sure there's a lot of you that are kind of feeling a lot of highs and lows and can't really even explain it. Can't say that you're depressed, but yet at the same time having this feeling of almost like a sadness or a disconnect with life. And that's okay, because they're just saying what it is they're really wanting us to go in. So this month is going to require courage, that's kind of what they were telling me. That's going to be the overall guidance, is to have courage to dive deep, to have courage to listen inside and really uncover the unification, your wholeness, your greatness, your authenticity, your truth, and notice where you are still living on the assembly line of what society says is acceptable or not. And this can range with friendships, this can range in your family life, your roles that you've been living. This can be even your beliefs, all your beliefs as to what you think you need to be doing or experiencing or being. And so the courage aspect is to really get honest with yourself and to stop holding yourself back from entering new territory because of what you think everyone else expects of you, or what society expects of you. This is a time to bust free from that mold and literally claim and start to really come into gifting yourself the ability to live the life that your soul chose to come here and experience. So, at the beginning of the month, what's going to help us is to carry an energy of um, mm, remaining willing to stand up for who you are, to have integrity, to um, enhance your life based on your values. So at the beginning of the month, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but this new moon that was coming into Cancer, at the beginning of this week, it's been hanging on for quite some time. Like, we were feeling it last week and now we're still continuing to feel it. And it's like, that's kind of what's coming forward, but it's to show us, our values and our light and really truly our importance and why we're here and our humanness. And in order to really accept that, they're saying like hold positive thoughts, start to see the light that you are, create win-win experiences and put yourself first. They're saying be willing to enhance the creative process, your life, to enhance your life and what will bring you more joy, more ease, more grace. And you may not know what that is, but they're saying be willing to try, like explore new avenues and see how it feels inside and let go. The courage aspects is I'm hearing there's going to be um, some relationships that are going to be released and new relationships coming in. And we as a collective have felt we've been almost taught to feel bad or guilty about ending relationships that are um, perceived as nothing is wrong, you know, but that doesn't mean that that relationship is serving you. That doesn't mean that that relationship is bringing out the best for you in order to create the life that you want to be experiencing here. So, at the beginning of the month, be willing to explore new areas and stand in your integrity and determine what your values are and get clarity around that, because in the middle of the month we have this full moon coming and it's going to start to illuminate all the areas where we're not being true. And what I'm hearing for the middle of the month is we need to be very clear on who we are and our goals, our directions, and so that we can maximize the life force energy that is wanting to support us on this new journey. So, how that looks is being present. I look at it's like receiving each moment as an opportunity to create new, to explore, and they're saying like explore how you are in each moment, in each environment, in each relationship, and exploring how it feels to be free and to let go of some of the relationships, or maybe the work that you've been doing isn't fulfilling you. It's like change is coming in here, and because we're going to be still in this Cancer energy, we're going to be really feeling this. And I'm hearing there's a huge component of unification of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within ourselves. And a lot of us don't know what that actually means. And in order to truly be the divine feminine, like everyone always says, nurture, you know, or create. But the divine feminine has a dark side to her. That is what she is. She is the darkness. She is the earth. Our divine masculine is the sun, the father sky, the fire, right? But Mother Earth represents the divine feminine, and she's a darkness. It's like going into the womb. It's dark. It's cold. It can feel comforting, but what we need in order to be in that shadow of who we are, the human of who we are, the sexuality of who we are, the senses of who we need to be able to feel safe. And where we start to feel safe is in our support in the divine masculine within ourselves. So we're really starting to unify the true definition of what divine masculine and divine feminine are. That has not really come out in society, because even the divine feminine thus far has been defined by the patriarch, not by the divine feminine, not her story. It's been history, right? And history in the past 2000 plus years has been the patriarch and the rise of the patriarch, and it's been masculine defined, and it's not even the divine masculine, it's the power, it's the control, it's the hierarchy. So everything's been defined that way. So even dark in the feminine has been looked at as bad or evil, or it's the bad part that we need to embrace. And it's like, no, out of the darkness comes creation, out of the darkness comes the light. And we need to unify both of those. So in the middle of the month, that's going to be kind of playing out in the background. We're not going to be having it in our forefront, but just know that that energy is going to be playing out. And so we're going to be going through experiences where we're learning to maximize um, our each moment to be alive here on this planet, and to be present and to experience it how we want to experience it. So it's know that everything is an opportunity in the middle of the month, an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to release, an opportunity to expand and to experience. And that again takes courage, right? Because when you're in the dark, we got to release, like, destruction is critical for transformation to occur. So we need to release in order for new to occur. So it's like that can take courage, because that might be what we have as a false safety. It's what we think feels comfortable. But what we're being asked to do is to kind of go in and nurture ourselves and feel and trust that we are supported, and that we have the ability and the power and the strength to take actions that reflect the wisdom within our hearts. So in the middle of the month, pay attention to each moment, your presence, your value, your thoughts, because your thoughts are what create, your actions are what matter. Like, it starts to kind of like happen, but your presence, how you are in it, is actually truly the manifestation that occurs. And that is the unification. Your presence is the unification of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So that's in the middle of the month. And then at the end of the month, there's a component of remembering that you have the ability to respond to life how you choose to respond. And that means, and the more you connect with that, the more you will discover the freedom of choice, the freedom of what it is to be you. And from that, you will feel that you can release the struggle of what it means to be human, and embrace the humanness and the ability to experience, and not attach to a negativity or a positivity. From that, it's like, I'm just looking at my notes. Because I did jot down a couple notes there about courage, and they're saying it's like, again, have courage for asking, like, staying true to what is important to you. It's like your purpose on this planet is to live in alignment with your essence, not the stories of society. And it takes courage to stand up and be you. And so it's like, just know, remind yourself or affirm to yourself, my purpose is to live with purpose. And that will help you have the courage to live the life that your heart is desiring and wanting to experience. You may not know where you want to go, but you know that you have everything inside of you to try this, experience this. That's the gift of being human. Is, I don't know if I like eggplant when I'm young, but the first time I try it, it's like, right? Or it's like, oh my gosh, I love that. I've been missing out on that all my life, right? It's like we got to allow ourselves to try new and to explore this planet and explore what Mother Earth has to offer. Because what she was also reminding me is, overall this month, what will help facilitate our growth through this month is remembering the abundance, remembering that everything is available, that all is possible, and that life is meant to be played in. It's meant to be experienced. It's meant to be looked at as a fresh. Like, don't come from your programming, come from a new moment. And this is kind of the overall from a evolution standpoint. They're saying from the societal aspect, there's going to be a lot of breaking down. There's going to be still a lot of fear in the external world. What they want you to go is, anyone who's following me, is stay true to your humanness, your spiritual self, your human self, and don't engage in the fear mongering. Don't engage in the stories of what is right and what is wrong. That is still part of the patriarch. That is still part of the old energy that's making you feel more heavy, more depressed, and it's those highs and lows. So what we're doing is we're really coming into this energy of claiming ourselves, seeing the beauty that we are, seeing our greatness, and being excited again about living and excited about being the creator and claiming your life. So go through this month knowing that you have everything that you need inside of you. You have the ability to respond to life. You have the ability to try new and to enhance the creative process. It's all from what your mind is telling you can and cannot do. They want you to expand, burst free of that, and push your limits and dream bigger, see the bigger picture. It's like you can feel a dream, and they said, well, bring that dream to fruition. There's nothing stopping you from having that dream on this planet in your human experience. So play in July's energy. It will be great that towards the end of the month, we'll be coming into the Leo energy. And so that Leo energy is about that I am. So all that you discover at the beginning of the month and in the middle of the month, that you will have that power and that masculine energy of the sun coming in to ignite you and support you and to take action and to move forward in that in who you are, in your wholeness and your unity of your divine feminine and your masculine. So I know that this reading was a little bit deeper, but that's what it feels like. It feels like the energy right now is quite deep. It's it's Cancer, it's sensitive, it's getting into that darkness, right? And it's breaking free from the protection, from the outer layer of separation, and allowing ourselves to feel integrated internally and thus externally. So if you have any questions about this, because I know it is a little bit more of a deeper message this month, feel free to send me a comment or message me, or book a intuitive healing where we can dive in and see what that is for you. Or maybe you're feeling like you need to realign, so maybe you want to book a restorative energy healing to realign the physical body so that you can move forward with your clarity and direction. So visit my website, which is karamarshall.ca, and go under my services. And what I've been offering is all of my healing sessions that we do, the intuitive talk therapy, the energy work, the cards. What I do is, my passion is to be with Mother Earth and to be out in nature and to allow the elements of this planet, of the nurturing, of the creativity, of the natural law of balance, to support us. So I take all of those and take them out into nature. And I do either forest bathing where we're really spending a couple hours. We're not really hiking. We're just connecting with the elements of nature. And we're going through and getting messages and guidance and releasing and surrendering. So I do those as private sessions. And I also take people out on wellness adventures where we actually go out and do a hike depending on what you're looking for. But we do a hike, and while we're doing that hike, I infuse forest healing activities to allow you to release some old patterning, or even some grief or sadness, or releasing some old beliefs. And then we're doing intuitive talk therapy the whole time, which allows you to gain the clarity and the direction that you want to be going on in alignment with your soul's destiny. We pull cards, we sometimes do energy work, but we do a lot of different forest healing activities on our hike. And when you come back, you will feel more integrated, more whole and clear. So it's either kind of like doing a healing session in my healing room, or taking that and doing it in a full day adventure out in nature. So you can check that out on my website under Heart Wild Adventures. There's a separate tab for that, so you can check that out. And I also check in with my guides every day, and I ask, what is the guidance for today that would help us have more ease and grace? And I post those on my social media, on my Instagram and my Facebook. And my Instagram is Kara_Marshall_, and that's with a C and two L's. And my Facebook is And I'm Kara, Your Soul Friend. So feel free to follow me there and receive that guidance. It will bring, if anything, it brings a positivity and more love into your life. I love you. Have a wonderful July, and I will see you all in August. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off. I think here.